Man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Got this on my mind. Y'all probably know why once I start talking about it. Y'all will be able to put two and two together. But we got to get out of the habit of wanting to be everybody but us. We want to be everybody but ourselves, man. And when I think about the hood, when I think about people who live in the hood, people who are what they call, or from what they call the ghetto, people who struggle, man, people who sell dope, rob, steal. None of these things are things that we should glorify, but in a lot of cases, the conditions that people live in create that kind of climate that makes people feel like they got to participate in that kind of life, right? You've been in poverty, you ain't had nothing all your life, and now all of a sudden you can make a little money doing this, make a little money doing that. And then when it starts to happen, oh, now I got this car, now I got this money, this jewelry, and you start to become disillusioned by this lifestyle, which is really a death style, right? So now, fast forward, through rap music and through other means, through TV, movies that glorify that look, now you have people who never experienced that world, that kind of lifestyle. You have people trying to imitate and emulate that lifestyle. You have people trying to look the part of that lifestyle. And the reason why it's so easy for them to do it in a lot of cases is because they've never had to do it. So you look at it like I said, it's in a movie. You look at it from a distance like it's attractive to you to have a gun, to have a bunch of weed on the table, a bunch of this, a bunch of that, that's attractive to you because it gives you this thought in your mind that it makes you look like, I guess it makes you look like, you hard, or you look like some kind of G or something, I don't know. But in reality, again, a lot of the people who actually had to live that and go through that, especially once you get locked up, especially once you go to prison, and then that reality sit on you like, man, I've given up 10 years of my life, 15 years of my life, my whole life behind trying to live that, or behind trying to survive. Everybody that's doing certain things in the street, everybody ain't doing it for the shine and for the flash. Some people are literally out there, man, I'm just trying to make it. All doors and all avenues have been closed to me. I'm just trying to survive. So those are the ones who look at the ones who are imitating that lifestyle. Those are the ones who look at you like a fool. Like, man, you got to be the stupidest dude in the world to try to copy an image that, number one, have never led to anything good for nobody. But number two, you don't even have to live. You doing fine, man. You grew up in a gated community, bro. You grew up with a two-parent household. You grew up, you never missed a meal. Your parents was at all of the school events. Your parents was at the PTA meeting. And I mean, you never had these kind of issues. You don't know what it's like to not have no clothes to wear to school and people laughing at you and you don't know, you can't even fathom none of that. Fighting and all that, you can't fathom none of that. But yet social media has put you in a place where you comfortable showing that side, showing a perception, showing an image of that side. It's not even who you are. In different fields, we always want to be something else. And it's cool to branch off into different fields if it's other fields that are just other professions. But man, What is the attraction would want to be a fool? I don't understand. What 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 attracts us to want to be the very thing that has caused so many of our brothers and sisters to be dead or locked up? And especially when you already got a foundation. You don't even need to do it. That's what makes it look goofy. Because it's like, man, you ain't need to do that. So, for people who are in those kind of positions, man, and if we ask them the question to say, hey, man, you know what? Let me ask you a question. You being in the position that you're in, if you went to a school to speak to young children, young people at a school, what are some of the things that you would tell them? You know what you tell them? You tell them, hey man, stay in school. Don't be out here in these streets. Don't get on drugs. Watch the people that you run with. These are the very things that you would tell young people if you was on standing in front of a podium. So why won't we follow that advice ourselves? Because at least young people can lean on the excuse that, hey man, I was 12. I didn't really know. But you can't lean on that when you 30, 28, 22, grown and already successful. Come on, man. Be okay and be comfortable with being who you are. Be okay and be fine with being who you are. Because at the end of the day, that's all you can be. And at the end of the day, also, there are people who know you and they know that ain't who you are. If you got children, you got other people who now depend on you, you're in a different kind of realm. You can't be bottom feeding down there, man. You just going down to the bottom, eating stuff off the ground. You ain't got to do that. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. Be careful, man, because there are a lot of people who emulated a lifestyle and it wasn't them, and they ended up crying and about to die when they got the time issued to them by a judge, and they ruined their life behind that. So you don't want to fall in that category, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.